Hey everyone, I'd like to take you on a quick tour of the Lean Design Simulator just to show you how it works. This is just going to be a minute or two, but it'll give you an idea of what's involved with this. So you start with your data file to build your simulation model, and it's just a macro-free Excel worksheet that you see here on the screen, and there are various tabs. So you define your flows, set of sequential steps, how many of those, your products or entities that are going to be flowing through your model, and then what resources are required to do the work within your model. Those could be workstations or could be machines, could be people, various labor classifications, etc. You define that. And then you define in detail the flows. So with those resources, how are they connected? What do you do first? What do you do second? You can have many different flows. And then you define the process times. So for each process and product combined, how long does it take? What's the machine time? What is the labor time to do that work? And then you have your production schedule. So here's the sequence. So what are the products and in which order do you want to build them and how many? And that's really all you need. So when you get familiar with what is required, it doesn't really take very long to build these models. So let's switch over then and go to the simulator itself. So Lean Design Simulator, this is in the Lean Design Studio. This is available to all members of the Lean Design Studio. And you choose your input file. So I'm going to choose the same one. And it's a bicycle factory. So bicycle factory simulation. So I open it and it loads in really just a fraction of a second. And then I just click on the simulate button, and what it's going to do is check the file, make sure that it's a valid file. There are no data entry errors. It's going to prompt me to enter a warm-up time, so I'm going to put in, let's say, 20 minutes of warm-up, and let's run it for 300 simulation minutes and use variable times. So run, and it runs that model very quickly. Actually just takes a few seconds, even for fairly large models, and gives you these results. So order completed 194 in this bicycle factory simulation. So that's good. That's a little bit of information, but let's look at the results in detail. So I click on download results. It's going to go back to Excel and open a results file, another Excel file, again on your local computer. And that's what we see here. So we have summary data. It shows us the number of units completed. It shows us the demand in your sequence file for each product, and then how many were completed of each during the simulation run. That's one tab. Another tab is the order file. So on an order by order basis, individual entities flowing through the model, what was the start time, what was the end time? So what was the throughput time for each of those? And then probably most useful is the resource tab, where it shows you by resource. So those would be by workstation, by individual operator. It shows you how many entities were processed, and what percent were these resources busy versus waiting versus blocked versus traveling or moving versus idle or not doing anything. So this is extremely valuable to look at utilization. And we want to make sure that we not only achieve the throughput we want, but a high level of utilization. So basically, you would be running through a series of experiments, making changes to your model to improve it, run the simulator, check your results, and do that as an iterative process. So the Lean Design Simulator is one of the most exciting aspects of the Lean Design Studio, and with it come all kinds of training videos and documents, user guides to get you started quickly in the use of discrete event simulation modeling.